you have not done it, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of like off market direct to seller deals. All your off market deals mostly come from wholesalers. When you're going out and doing acquisitions, you're just getting them from realtors. So are you getting good deals on MLS?
Realtors and wholesalers, yes. But yes, I have been getting good deals on the MLS for sure. Anything specific you want to know? I'm trying to think of
Well, I
a.
mean, investors say you can't get good deals on MLS because everyone sees them, right? But you said you're getting good deals on MLS. How's it possible? I thought you couldn't. Thought it was impossible to get good deals on MLS.
Well, those are the most motivated people out there, right? I mean, those are sellers that have signed listing agreements with their realtors and they have put them on the open market. So they're very susceptible to getting their property sold. And I think we hit an interesting time in the market where, obviously at post COVID, there was just this massive bull run. Lots of dumb money flooded the market. Mom and pops, people want to be Chip and Joanne gains bidding 40, 50K over properties. It was madness. It was an absolute bubble. And once the party was over and values hit their peak, obviously the market cooled off and there was a lot of people that couldn't sell their properties. And I think pain is setting in overall with market conditions. Obviously, interest rates have a huge factor on that, on affordability. Those people that locked in those 3% dumb rates, 2 to 3%, just stupid free money, they're not going to move. Why would you move? So I think that those are different, metrics or things that have caused this cool down. And those people that came in to try to be Chip and Joanne games, they got hit pretty bad, and they're still licking their wounds. So that money's off. So you just have tried and true experienced investors who have been doing this good times and bad times, and they're conservative with their numbers right now. So good deals will sell. We're still doing good volume. I wish, obviously we can always do better, but that's just, you got to buy them correctly right now because people are cautious. They're conservative. We're at the time. It's going to be a bull run again. So I don't know what the next 6 months looks like, but as long as you buy correctly, there's going to be a buyer out there for you. And that said, with the sellers, I mean, these sellers, if whatever their situation is, they have to sell. So those are where the good deals are from pure motivation. They got to sell. You give them a number, you're quick, whatever the situation is, and you work that through with them, and hopefully you get awesome deals. That's how you make money.
I like that your take on it is not that, oh, everyone's seen these deals. It must not be a good deal. Your take is, dude, these sellers are so motivated. They're so motivated that they literally went out, hired a realtor, had pictures taken of their home, and then went through the process to list it on MLS and are allowing strangers to walk through their property every single day so that they can sell. They're super motivated. I like your look on things. And, here, Olivia asked a question going along with everyone seeing the properties. If a property has been on the market for say 200-ish days, is that a red flag, Ryan, that it hasn't sold? Like, where are you getting most of your deals? 30 days on market, 100 days on market? What do
That's
you
that's
think?
a really good question. I'd say 90s. If they're really serious about selling, 90s a panic point. Um, 200 definitely could be a red flag. That could just be a crazy person that is just putting it out there. Their friend's a realtor, and it's been on there. I can hear it in those realtors' voices, like, "Please, no lowball offers. I can't go any lower than this." And then I dig in, and it's just that's an unrealistic seller. So if that's a red flag, maybe that's one. On the flip side, if it's a flipped property, someone that came in and did really shoddy work, that's been sitting around, maybe they're upside down. The offers aren't even near what their payoff is, and they're not willing. And it's so crazy to me that people don't cut their losses in this game. Uh, I cut my losses all the time. It's just part of it. You're going to take L's, but that could be another situation where they're just praying that someone gets even in the ballpark to make their initial investment back. You know, so red flag. I don't know. It definitely tells a story. It's an interesting stat, but I mean that's something to call on and find out. You never know until you call the agent. So pick up the phone. That's gonna be my theme today. Pick up the phone.
Okay, so when it comes to on-market deals, on average, are you negotiating, or are you just finding a deal and it's like, oh, that's a good deal, I'll buy that list price? What's your average strategy when it comes to looking at a deal, and how much are you negotiating down?
Oh, at the end of the day, I mean, I look at the numbers, the ARV at a certain percentage based on the pocket. We know our pockets in DFW pretty well, and we know what's moving and trading. So whatever that certain percentage is minus what based on my experience, what the rehab is, I get to that number. So it's not like I'm just, oh, it's 100K, so I'm going to offer 80. Like I'm actually quick comping, which you've seen me speed comp max. I've got I've got 3 screens. I've got the Netris up, then I've got the tax rules up. I have our CRM up, and then down below in my main computer, I actually have another Tetris on another browser, so it doesn't kill the other browser. Because Netris is really weird. It knows if you're on multiple tabs. So I use one on Safari, one on Google, so it doesn't know that I'm using it at the same time. And then I'm comping real quick there. If that makes sense. I wish I could show it. Maybe I come back one day and I kind of show what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm just pulling up the address, comping real quick, and getting an offer out. Really, that's simple.
And I think it's so important to know your market because, guys, like I know DFW pretty well. It takes me like 10 minutes to comp a property well. But I mean, when you really know a market like Ryan and you've done hundreds of deals, Ryan, when you just see a deal in Dallas or Fort Worth, I mean, you probably already have a gut instinct, but how quickly can you get like a pretty accurate number on a deal?
I mean, honestly, I've kind of gotten again. It's pretty cool to evaluate how far I've come as a real estate professional and just knowing the market, this market in particular. But yes, I mean, I get hundreds of deals sent. I'm on everyone's list. I see what's going on. It's obviously important if you want to be a full scale real estate investor. But I can look at a deal pretty quickly and within 2 seconds, and I'm like, okay, that's worth it. That's worth looking into more. And then you look at the picture and like, okay, this is priced correctly. And then I'll power comp it real quick. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's try to get this. So to answer your question pretty quick.
But if I sent you a property in New Jersey or Montana, like would you be able to know within 2 seconds if it was a good deal?
Absolutely not. In fact, I wouldn't buy there. I mean, I've seen a lot of groups go out and they do paid marketings and stuff and they expand and they're masters in their market and then they go out and they fall on their face. That's a recipe for disaster. You have to learn them. That's what any real, not just for what we do. I mean, look at multifamily developers, look at REITs. I mean, you have to do your due diligence. You have to know what's going on or you're going to be held holding the bag. You're going to buy bad deals. I mean, there's no two butts if or ands around that. Yeah, you absolutely learn the market.
Learn your market, guys. I've been investing in the same city for 8 years now, and people are sending me deals literally just outside of like my little city, and I don't even know what they're worth. And I've lived in this area. It's just like you only just get really good at one zip code or one major city, and just focus there, and make sure you're focusing where you have a good partner, whether that's your acquisitions partner or your dispo partner. Don't try doing wholesaling alone. Focus in one city with one really good partner and then focus on one main strategy, whether that's cash or creative. I think cash wholesaling makes more money and then go and invest creatively. But guys, the whole point of what I'm saying is focus down so that then you can be like Ryan and look at hundreds of deals a day and not 2 deals a day or 5 deals a day or 10 deals a day.